All right, we're going to go to John on Long Island. Let's see if the phones work today. John, what's going on?
Hey there, Jan.
Welcome aboard.
Hello, boys. Anthony, I just want to congratulate you on your new show, Hannity and Cumia. You hit it out of the park, my friend.
Thank you, my friend, my good friend.
You, Anthony, I couldn't believe it. I said you answered everything perfectly. You added just the right amount of humor. Bravissimo.
Thank you. Yes, I did look like a ghoul. But, my hair had moose cum in it. It was...
And by moose, he means a blonde boy from the Archies.
You're perfect for that show. And Hannity kept looking to his right like, I know I got Anthony on my side today.
It was
I got Anthony. And then they set you up like it was your show. He's dead center on the TV. You got papers like you're a newsman.
I was busy.
Why were you the only one that had papers?
I had the important breaking news about the pirates going after the second American ship.
Right.
So I had the breaking news sheet in front of me.
You look like a silent film star or something.
Yes, I know. Look at me. You could go through the Twitters. There are 50 to 100 comments about who and what I look like.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. There were a lot of Raul. I thought Raul Julia was dead.
Gomez Adams.
A lot of Gomez Adams. A lot of Gomez Adams. Uncle Paul.
Oh, my God. That's exactly who you are.
Uncle Paul popped up a few times. A lot of people goofing on the follicles.
You just have a very different look when you take that hat off.
Oh, I know. Well, that's it. You know what it is? When you get used to somebody wearing anything for the length of time that I've been wearing a hat, it's just different when you take it off. So I took it off, and then the makeup girl and then the hair girl comes in and moosed my hair up because I guess it was very humid and I was getting a little frizzy, and moosed it down where if you remember what Archie Bunker looked like during his gun editorial on that episode we were talking about the hijacking and how they should give guns to everybody, that's how my hair was slicked down. But I didn't care.
All ready for TV.
I just don't even...
Anyone do the John Waters on you?
Yes, John. Someone said
good.
A mix between John Waters and Steve Buscemi.
Wow,
so
yes.
Steve Buscemi. It was just, it kept going and going. They wouldn't stop, but it was very funny.
You had some power hitters on there too.
Oh yes,
and you hung right in there. What's her name? The old press secretary.
Yeah, Dana.
She bugged me.
She's a piece of ass, though, man.
She was very pretty girl.
Yeah, but she bugged me when she was like, because Jamie Foxx made fun of Miley Cyrus, who gives a shit, and then she was like, well, no one cares if someone's making fun of a woman.
A woman, yeah.
Quiet.
That's why I kind of went like,
Not broad.
But she was filling out some kind of application in the green room. It was pretty funny because she's just like, former job. She goes, yeah. She said, you'd think I'd have enough clearance already.
Right.
You know, and she goes, address 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Reasons for leaving, last job, bomb threats.
It was actually, it said reason for leaving last job, and she goes, election.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those deals where it's like, she's just filling out an application.
It's just amazing. You think she's past that now.
Yeah.
Now that she worked at the White House, but no. She's just like everybody else.
No. It was cool though, man. You know, Hannity's great. We had a lot of fun. We were talking after the show, and they love Jimmy over there. Oh my God, they love Jimmy like a little pet.
Oh really?
Yeah. He's like Jimmy's great on the show. Sean was saying this. He goes, I always talk to him before the show, and I'm like, Jimmy, you get me thrown off of here, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, Sean he's got a little twist in his personality.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
we all know
there's a dark side.
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
He said him and his wife were watching your special on HBO and just laughing their asses off. He goes, but oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's our little boy.
He's a fresh mouth.
Yes, he certainly is a naughty lad.
What did he mean by wow? He got a hard on watching Jimmy?
No, he enjoyed it.
Wow, that kid's got gams.
Right. Then he was goofing on Opie for the fact that he wants you to get on there and give your ultra, for some reason, your ultra-left liberal side of...
all of a sudden, I become this, like, heavy liberal.
Compared to him and Aunt, you are, but compared to most people, you're very...
No, I'm more in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
He's just talking about taxes and whatnot, and the fact that we both have the same hand in our back pocket.
Yeah.
But I seem to care more about it. I don't know. It's one of those things. He just he really digs the show and things like that. He listens when he can.
I have no desire to go on that show.
No,
no. I hate politics. I faked it for so long.
So talk about something else. That's the beauty.
Bothered by politics.
Yeah, it is kind of good. If something pops up, you just
you should go on and just make the most ridiculous points on purpose.
Wow, would that be funny?
Yeah, like
just to not make any sense.
Praise the Iranian president, his excellent wardrobe. What a snappy dresser he is. No matter what Sean says, just be so liberal that it's obviously a goof.
I think I got an angle now. Let's say hi to Jordan. Oh wow, Michael Jordan checking in. Michael.
Hey, how's it going, boys?
You sound you sound a little shorter on radio.
Hey, Anthony, you killed last night, man. That was pretty good. And about the pirate, if they just send some frickin' jets out there and bomb a few of them, all that would come to a stop.
Yeah, they you get the liberal kind of Democrat. They don't want to hear about bombings without this long-winded preface and then this other. I was just saying that the Somalis, they do have a base that they work from off of the coast. They're not very organized. They're pretty good out at sea, but most of them are very young and stupid. Mm-hmm. They just are well armed for the ocean, considering these ships that they're taking over don't have any arms on them. And they go out and take over these boats. But they're based on the land somewhere. They're not fish. So bomb the crap out of them.
Well, do you want the liberal point of view?
Sure.
Blow them out of the water. I was trying to say smithereens.
It's very hard to get them in the water because it's a lot of area to cover. But the land bases that they have are very close to the beach.
Right.
They have to load these boats and weapons onto these big boats, take them out to sea, and then let the Zodiacs out. So bomb the bases.
Let these ships have weapons.
That's another thing.
End of the problem.
Yeah, for some reason, merchant ships are
not
banned
allowed
from having weapons.
Right.
Why?
You blow a few of these guys out of the water, it's done.
Have a security team. Make it so they have to if you don't want to just arm the captain or anything, make it so each one of these things can hire a security team that are well trained.
Hire some of those Navy SEALs.
Get some Navy SEALs. Or Club Soda Kenny. I see a boat. Do you?
I'm still in.
We're in New York Harbor, idiot.
He storms like a passenger ship by
Staten Island Ferry.
I think that would have been a good joke if I didn't say he storms a passenger ship by something.
By George. By gum.
Those Navy SEAls, though. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
They showed a picture of that lifeboat that they were in, and you just see bullet holes through the windows. So they not only were on topsy-turvy seas and zoomed in on these guys' heads with their scopes, but they shot through the windows.
That's amazing.
And nailed them. Imagine those dummies just sitting there that last second just, whoa, what just happened?
I know what you want to do there.
Yeah, well, of course.
A little clicks and a few clacks. Anthony on Hannity. My mic sounds awful, doesn't it?
No,
that's fine.
Really?
Honestly, yeah.
Sounds all right. Maybe your headphones are up loud. I noticed you got to tune the headphones down a little more than the last place.
Yeah.
Or it gets a little tinny in there.
In my head, it sounds like a Mr. Microphone.
Ah.
Yeah. Here's Ant getting introduced on Hannity's show last night.
Oh.
He is the co-host of the ever-infamous Opie and Anthony show, which broadcasts on Sirius XM satellite radio. Anthony Cumia is with us. How are you? I just call you Opie, and that's...
Yeah, I know.
What is wrong with him? He doesn't want to show up because he's a big liberal?
Yeah, I think he's getting a little scared to come on your show now because, he's leaning more liberal these days, and I don't understand it. With, we both have the same government hand in our pocket. I don't enjoy it. I can't see how he does. So.
40, 50%. We're going to get into that in a minute.
We're going to to get into that in a minute. I'm just very angry.
It moves quickly there.
Yes, he does.
And you know, like when you chop.
He's just nervous all the time that you're going to say something stupid.
Well, he's good. He wants to get everybody involved. It's like you're chomping at the bit because you see the topic coming up. You're like, oh, pirates. And then he'll go, now, David. And you're like, fuck, I'm not David.
Talk about pirates.
I got a pirate line I got to get out.
Don't go to him. I've done it with that guy before, the black guy. He's a nice dude.
He's a nice dude,
yeah.
but he is a bore.
He's a very liberal, liberal fella.
Yeah.
And he is a boring black guy, which is so rare. You don't find many dull black guys, but he's one of them.
Yeah, he's very soft spoken.
Yeah.
Very if he disagrees with Hannity, he'll just be like, no, I don't think that's the way it is.
If you're on the elevator, they grab you by the throat, and he grabs me, and he goes, keep your mouth quiet, white boy. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir.
Someone remove someone's hat.
He kind of has a little of that in his eyes.
It's so weird.
When he's out with his friends, it's a little different, I bet you.
He dresses different, no more suit and tie.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't play the part when he's out and about. Does Dana have a nice ass?
Yeah, she's a very pretty girl.
She must. I bet you she's even hotter in person.
She was. She has very nice eyes.
Yeah.
She just looked very nice. She's very well put together.
Nice cans.
Yeah, not bad.
Big ones.
Not really. For her size, they were appropriate.
Very good.
There was an intern over there, though, a girl intern with like really ample. Yeah.
And they like to just wear T-shirts and let the heaviness show.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
God bless you.
They were very weighty.
God bless you.
And apparently she was saying her boyfriend's a fan, so hi, your girlfriend's
really?
got great tits. That was...
Ed talks about the Somali Pirates on Hannity last night.
What was so extraordinary? What president wouldn't have allowed, the firing to save a hostage? Can you name one?
I can't. I'm saying he did the right thing, but he should be commended, because if he hadn't done that, you'd be saying that he should have.
That's not it.
Commended that's one thing that he did right. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't like the word pirate. It's too romanticized. You expect, Johnny Depp to swashbuckle over and cause shenanigans. And these guys are bugs. They're criminals. Terrorists. They should be treated that way. And I think, obviously, I hate the idea of us being world police all the time, but something's got to be done. It's very hard to find these guys on the open sea. I do think their bases, wherever they're located, should be taken out. These guys are a menace.
Nice.
A menace. They're a menace.
And the former press secretary agreed with you.
Yes.
That's kind of neat.
Just wipe them out. And that's what I was trying to say, but I don't think the gentleman understood what I was trying to say. I'm not like, just go in and bomb them. We do know where they are. I'm saying bomb them without going through all this bullshit like the UN or having to clean up later. Every time we bomb something, we feel like we owe them to go back later and clean up the mess. Just get rid of them. Pirates, my ass. If they were doing stuff like this closer to the U.S. shore, we would...
forget about it.
Yeah.
It's amazing that it seems like a very easy thing to take care of, and they're not taking care of it.
I know. And
how are you allowing these guys
300
to get on your stupid, huge, massive ship?
That's what I don't understand either.
This is an easy one.
Just don't let them on.
Right.
Apparently, an American ship, again, was attacked last night. And or yesterday afternoon.
Didn't get on board, though?
Got a little damage from some RPGs and gunfire, but they didn't get on board,
Were they able to step on their fingertips as they were climbing over the top?
I know, that's another thing. Just grind your heel down as they're climbing up.
That's their only weapon, to give them a good kick.
Are they swinging over with a knife in their teeth?
Right.
Yarr!
And argues with the rest of the panel. I like this. I thought this was going to get ugly.
Ooh.
About the pirates.
The world economy is also playing a factor in other parts of the world, like in Africa. And these folks are just criminals that are getting on boats and going to hijack ships. There's no camp you can go to take them out.
There are organized shoreline departure points. They're not taking these little Zodiac boats out 30 miles out to sea. There are what are called mother ships. There are bases that they're located, that they leave from. Bomb these areas. Bomb them and kill these people.
I can't go that far. Because they're not all because they're not all organized like that. A lot of them are copycats. They have boats and they just go off and hijack other boats.
Still criminals.
So we just blow up people just to blow them up. I think you're going a little far.
I'm not going a little far. I'm saying I'm not just saying going. Of course, some reconnaissance, intelligence. We know. Look at where they're coming from, and eliminate the problem from the base.
Dana? I mean, I just think that we eliminate with targeted strikes, terrorists in other areas. I think that you could do it here, but it is a sticky wicket. I mean, if you get into this, Somalia is, I'm not going to say it's a failed state because I'm not an expert in that area, but Somalia is just a country that has very little hope and it needs a lot of help. But these people have to be.
Yeah, we tried that once.
Halfway.
Yeah, the boat that was coming in was humanitarian aid,
and fucking great.
Oh, hanging right in there with the big guys.
He
was kind of passive aggressive too.
He's like, oh, what, are you just going to kill everybody? Yes, they're criminals.
Yeah, why not?
You eliminate the problem. It's a problem to be eliminated, and it doesn't mean that we got to go in and help the country out. Eliminate the problem. That's and if the problem comes back again, you eliminate it again. What are you going to do?
And she's like, I don't know if I'd call it a failed state. Really?
What?
Could you think of a better example of a failed state?
None better example.
People are starving, and they've resorted to pirateism.
Yeah,
pirateism.
It's a failed state.
There's no government there. There hasn't been in decades. And, it's a completely criminal-run country. These people, the entire economic structure is based on crime. It's a failed state.
How bad
we can't go in there like we did when we were trying to help them out during, when Black Hawk Down, when that situation happened. We tried helping, we tried humanitarian aid, and we got our asses handed to us. So fuck them.
I want to visit.
You want to visit Mogadishu or something? Go down there.
Cool
Let's do our show from. Everyone likes going to. Jimmy. Everyone likes going to Iraq and the Green Zone and how dangerous. We're doing our show from Mogadishu, or let's just get a ship right off the coast of Somalia and do our show from there.
Do some pirate radio.
Pirate radio as we get attacked by pirates.
We'll be the first.
I think that's the one place Jonathan said, my manager said that he'd be scared to go to.
Oh,
like, that's completely lawless.
But he does have a touch of sense in that head of his then.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Jamie Foxx clip.
Oh, finally.
Yes. So this is what Jamie Foxx said on his show, and then Hannity was doing a little something on this last night.
Did y'all hear what that bitch said? Not to call the little girl a bitch. Let me slow down.
Do you? It's Foxo. We don't give a shit. We're all going to hell.
Yeah, she had the nerve to fucking put down Radiohead because they didn't want to meet her punk ass at the Grammys.
Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
Miley Cyrus.
Who is Miley Cyrus?
Hello, white bitch.
You watch.
Can I ask you a question? Which one is Jamie Foxx? Is he on the phone?
No.
He's.
Is he phoning in his own show?
I think he's the one with the loudest mic.
Oh, okay.
Can you rewind that a little bit? Because I have no problem with it. And if the guy even called himself, like, I don't want to call a little girl a bitch. They're like, who cares?
Punk ass at the Grammys.
Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
Miley Cyrus.
Who is Miley Cyrus?
Hello, white bitch.
You watch. The one with all the gums?
Yeah, the Hannity.
She got to get a gum transplant. She's small, boy.
She's light on
Bubble yum gum.
light on teeth, heavy on the gums.
Shit. Let me get an order of mouth, light on teeth, heavy on the gum. So she said she didn't want to what now?
She wanted to meet Radiohead before their performance at the Grammys, and they told her to fuck off because they real musicians and they got to do their shit. So she said she was gonna ruin their career.
Wow. She's gonna ruin Radiohead's career. The same Radiohead that gets paid $1 million just to sample their song.
Yes.
That Radiohead?
Is Miley Cyrus,
$1 million,
is she Hannah Montana? Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, she's the Hannah Montana girl.
Oh, come on, bitch. Oh, make a sex tape.
Yeah, make a sex tape and grow up.
Yeah.
Get like Britney Spears and do some heroin.
Yeah.
that way I'll do like Lindsay Lohan and start singing on lesbian and get some crack in your pipe.
So we can start respecting you as an artist.
Yeah, catch chlamydia on a bicycle seat. That's what I want. Oh, we back, baby. I'm back.
And bring that back to Disney.
Shit. Another episode of Smell My Finger. I'm back.
Wow.
But Imus, I got no problem with that. But Imus saying nappy-headed hose was outrageous. But that, it's like
exactly.
It's almost like they should say what they said because it's a comedy show.
Yeah.
But how come no one is saying to that girl, well, why'd you call it? Like, if I said
little white bitch,
that little black bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that kid from the
That'd be a
Cosby Show.
problem.
Who is that little black bitch? What's her name? People would be fucking angry.
We'd be like, what?
Well, why would you say little black bitch?
That? That's a race. You're using race to identify her. Oh my God! And calling her a bitch and this and that. But I wish I had addressed that point on Hannity.
Yeah. So the problem is not, well, I will when I'm on in June if you're still talking about it. Or on Red Eye tonight when I'm on.
Oh!
See, the problem is not the radio show. It's not Jamie Foxx. It's not the woman who said that because they're being funny. They should say what they say. It's just simply the phony outrage of people on the outside. They're the problem, not the radio show.
If you forget anything on Red Eye, I'll take care of it next week when I'm on.
They're actually canceling your appearance.
Shut up!
In order to get me tonight, because Ann Coulter wanted to do it, and I said, I'll do it, but as long as Cumia is not on within 3 weeks. Because he's just going to repeat what I said, even if it's not the right topic.
We just start dicking each other with these Fox shows.
Well, that wouldn't last very long, believe me. I think I'd be getting dicked everywhere.
No.
Anthony's coming, you stay home.
Jimmy is a charm to have on those programs.
The word they use is delight, but if you want to use charm.
Let's go to Hannity and talking about that clip we just heard.
All right, now they
get fired and then they come back. So they take a vacation, then they come back.
You don't have the greatest track record.
I got to
here.
tell you, it's really nice to be on this side of the story.
What do you think?
But yeah, I'd be a hypocrite if I sat here and said that he should be fired. I absolutely don't think he should be. It's a comedy show. He's on there. He's going off about somebody with a bunch of friends in the studio. You're running off with your mouth off the cuff. You're going to say things that are going to upset people. The only problem I had with it was the fact that if Don Imus can get fired for saying what he said, then what protects Jamie Foxx from using a racial epithet in what he said?
But so weird that, like, the way they beat it, you think he said it, but she said it. But it's the same thing.
But you know what? We've learned it doesn't matter who's in the fucking room.
Right, we got in trouble.
We had a homeless guy. We literally had a homeless man, dragged him in off the street because he was hysterically funny because he's just out of his mind. And he went off on a rant about the Secretary of State, about the Queen of England, and about the First Lady. We didn't say a word about it. And we got suspended.
From
satellite radio.
It was a black guy saying things about white people, and yet they still took the racial angle because you're a white guy and you were commenting on Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice. That was the big problem. And they suspended us.
30 days.
The idiots at XM, who I think everybody involved in that suspension is fired and gone now anyway.
We win again.
That fucking homeless Charlie guy.
We want him back.
He's a funny fucking. That guy is a funny dude, man. I don't care what it was. He's one of those guys. He just sat down and was just. And people, of course, you couldn't see it on radio, but he was smiling because he knows he's making people laugh.
Smooth. He's like, shit.
Who cares? What he's saying is hysterically funny.
And what about that Bush bitch? He made me fucking laugh. He was a funny dude, and he had good comedy instincts, and that was such garbage.
You know, he's never been seen since.
Oh. You think a black van pulled up and threw him in and screamed away in the night?
We haven't seen him since.
He is homeless. I mean,
and finally, this from Hannity.
It's if they want to sit around in their living room and have a chat and they think it's really funny, and I'm just horrified that there's women in the background laughing about it.
Why?
Especially on a content that isn't federally regulated like satellite radio, you can get away with saying things like that. The part is the double standard in. When I'm on the air, I don't worry about cursing or saying things like that because it's satellite. I walk on eggshells about racial issues, though, because even on satellite, that's going to get me in trouble.
All right, but the thing is Al Sharpton going to do the same thing to Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Whoa. Is Al Sharpton that he did to Don Imus?
He'd be smart to.
He's not going to do shit.
No one's going to say anything.
Who is she? I'm sorry, Ann. Who is she White House press secretary for?
Bush?
Okay, so it's an interesting point. This is, again, how phony, and this is why people should shut the fuck up. I can't believe there are women laughing. Really? Well, there's a lot of women that can't believe you're press secretary for a guy who's against abortion or against So it's like, shut up.
It's whatever it is, right?
It's fucking annoying. Sorry.
No, it's
for my language, I mean.
Okay.
And there you go, our first hour in the books.